My name is Cara. I'm a 6th grade math teacher. I'm starting my 13th year teaching. I decided to go into teaching because I wanted to choose a career that allowed me to work with kids and to help them. And naturally, since math was my favorite subject growing up in school, I went into that field. And I believe I have a very good background and knowledge of math, and this allows me to be a better teacher and help relay that knowledge and skills to the kids and helps them become better math students and more successful at math. My biggest challenge in the classroom of trying to provide quality instructions to all the kids is trying to reach all kids. You know, you have all your struggling learners, your learning disabled, your gifted and talented kids, and reaching all of them and helping them all progress at an acceptable rate for them individually. And you know, when you have a learning disabled kid in the same classroom with your gifted and talented kid, it makes for some difficult situations where you have to plan accordingly and keeping them all engaged. One of the strategies I use to help reach all these kids and keeping them all engaged is by using hands-on activities. I try to use manipulatives as much as I can in the classroom. You know, I've used Play-Doh to help teach subtracting of fractions with regrouping. I've used, you know, that blue tack and toothpicks to help build solids and talking about the faces and vertices and edges of solids. And just getting them, it just keeps kids more engaged. When you can get their hands active, it keeps them more engaged. Because engaged kids don't act out as much. You know, you have less behavioral problems. And also I use movement in the classroom. I've used walking a number line to help add integers. Sometimes I do what I call scavenger hunts, where I will put their practice problems on various cards where they'll have an answer to another practice problem on that card and have them spread throughout the room so the kid has to solve that problem and then go find the answer to that problem he just did and then solve that problem. And then it just keeps kids more engaged and actively learning. Probably the place I found most beneficial in helping kids learn the different learning styles was just being in the classroom and trial and error, finding out what things worked with kids, what things didn't work, not being afraid to just toss things if they didn't work, or tweaking little things like it worked but it could work better if I did this. And sometimes, occasionally, there's kids I couldn't reach. And I work in a small community, really, and so we shared the same students. So I'll go to another teacher that has that kid and say, okay, I'm having trouble with this kid. Is there something that you've done that you found has worked with this student? And that's another place I've learned. And I also work with another teacher that has taught for 20 plus years, and most of that's been in the classroom, in the math classroom, various levels. And so I'll go to her if it's a concept. Okay, do you know another way to teach this concept? And she brings a lot to my table of helping me. And I've also been very fortunate to work as an inclusion teacher as well the past 3 years in a 7th grade math class and an 8th grade math class, and seeing how they teach the concepts to the different learners. And it also, since I've been doing it for 3 years, I'll see some of the students that have gone through me, and I'll see how they relate to another teacher or teaching style. And so that has been very good for me to learn how to teach to those different learning styles.